Good morning. Gotta grab my other batteries for the GoPro this morning. I'm taking my old truck to my job today. I'm not taking this girl where I put my batteries. Oh, there they are. I forgot to plug in my other truck, but it's only like 40 degrees outside this morning. It's not too bad. I'm telling you, you ever having even if it's an automatic, get an exhaust brake, because this sucker warms up real quick no matter what the temperature is outside. Alright, that was weird. I had a bad ground on my exhaust brake, but she's on now. Now she's on to warm up real quick. Alright, she's getting all warmed up. Got puppy dog up here. Ready to go. Get dropped off at Mom and Pop's house so I can go to work. Go log up the house and head on out. Alright, well, I just dropped off the pup at the parents' house. Heading back on the highway. About an hour later now. Good old California. Doesn't really matter how fast you're going, as long as someone's going a little bit quicker. But heading off to the job right now. I think it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I guess before I end anything, just a little bit about my second gen. It's a 2001, 24 valve and all that stuff. I've done a few things to it. I have not boosted any additional fuel as of yet. Still stock fueling, no tuner on it whatsoever. I've done manifold, turbo, I did a Air Dog 165, the second generation lift pump on it. High big exhaust brake on there. So like I got the DPS manifold, if I'm saying it correctly, and a ATS Aurora 3000 turbo on the truck right now. And just doing those two things, the top end on the truck is amazing. It was just a huge difference in power. It has the HY35 from stock, and if you're doing 70 and you get on it, it takes forever just to try to get to 80 miles an hour. It didn't feel like the truck had enough horsepower to get you up there, but now, I'm cruising at 75-ish right now. And when you get on it, it actually, it goes. Most likely a Quadzilla for the truck, and I'm thinking to get 100 horse injectors on it. I don't want to smoke that much, and I have a feeling that with the hundreds, it'll smoke a little bit in the beginning, but after it start getting a little bit of boost, it'll clear up pretty well. But now, since I have the 5th gen, I'm not towing with this as much, so I kind of want to make a little bit more of a fun rig, and kind of go from there. The transmission's already built. It's nothing insane. It's moderate built. I have a BD power flex plate I still got to put on it, and I got to redo the rear main seal on this truck when I do that also. It's got a billet torque converter on the truck, so without going stupid crazy or anything like that, it'll be able to handle it just fine. I'm only boosting 20. I've hit 21, 22 psi to the max floored, so I'm hoping to get up to around like 30, 35 psi with this turbo. I did the 4th gen steering swap on the truck, and I got a 3rd gen track bar also on this truck. So the steering's stiffened up quite a bit. It's still got a little bit of slop to it, as you can see, but it's not as bad as it used to be. In the beginning, I was making it just so it's a good, capable tow rig, even though it's an automatic and it has 373 gears on the truck. It's limited for sure, without going absolutely insane with the truck like my friend does. Just manual swaps everything. But yeah, you know, I always tried to make it a good tow rig. The exhaust brake was a huge benefit to this truck when I was towing. You know, I never really went above 14,000 pounds with this truck, honestly. That's why I have the new one, and she does it flawlessly. I mean, it's like I'm barely even towing anything. Towing with my 5th gen when I was towing that 32,000 pounds with Sam is like this truck towing 13,000 pounds. This thing, when you get up to that 14,000 pound weight, you're paying attention a lot more, for sure. The difference is the capabilities of the new truck these days are insane, but this is just a fun truck now. You know, I still got it so it can tow if need to be, but it's definitely not going to be the serious tow. But so I'm just heading off to the job right now. Still got maybe about an hour to go. I got to be there by 7-ish, and get all the equipment greased up, and everything's already fueled up, and get started up, get things warmed up, and talk about what we got to do today. Everybody else should be there around 7. Yeah, that's about it. I guess, you know, I'll see you guys when I get to the job site. Just roll up on the job site. Got all the equipment here. I've been here for a week. We started 2 weeks ago. So this used to be a retention pond, and now we are excavating it all out to get compaction, because these are going to be 5 more lots for things to be at a minimum of a 90% compaction. We have an inspector here with us throughout the day to test the compaction each lift that we do. He's been extremely happy with what we've done. Got, I think it's 16-ton cat, a CP56. We got our SVL 65. We got an R630 and a KX 040. Those are the machines we have with us. You know, that's a rental. Everything else is ours. So we excavated out this entire piece. Well, actually, George has been excavating out, and I just keep on moving dirt out of the way for him. So we have all this entire huge pile, all needs to be excavated out, and we're using that material, conditioning it, and throwing it down this hole. And then this entire pad, whoever did this first said that this pad was prepped and ready to go, but there is nearly no compaction in this entire pad. So this entire pad needs to be cut down about 6 to 7 feet and flopped after this is all compacted and raised up to grade. Then we need to start working on this pad over here to bring that up to compaction so they can build more homes. So this is what we're working on right now, getting all this pretty much cut down to hard pan, because this is all filled. They dumped all this in here, whoever is here before, to build all these houses. So we got to do all that, and we're greasing up all the equipment right now, getting that stuff ready for the day. And that's pretty much all we got going on right now. So we got our work cut out for us, getting prepped, doing what we got to do, get our lifts done, and make sure we protect this entire lift from getting oversaturated. I got the hose ready, but it's frozen. Oh yeah, she's frozen up pretty good. Now we're good to go. We got that entire hillside wetted down a little bit, cut it. We're doing a few T-cuts, bring it up to a 2-to-1 slope, and get the R630 over here, start making another lift, and we'll go from there. So we got the pad lifted and got the skid steer spreading out everything else right now. Go ahead and get on the sheet foot here and start doing the real fun stuff. All right, so he's out here, did 3 or 4 tests along this line, all passed. We're testing one more spot here to see where we're at. So he's gonna do his compaction test, and then I'm gonna get back on the loader, start pushing that hill off for the excavator so he has a little bit more room to work with. just finished our second lift, about ready to roll it, get it all compacted, and get ready for the next test. So we keep on having to do a key cut into this hillside so we reach compaction and, you know, stack it, layer it. So it keeps on getting wider and wider every time, so it's taking a lot more material. He's happy, he's leaving. Get everything fueled up. That's it, just filled everything up. That's a wrap. And back at it again tomorrow. It's supposed to rain a little bit in the afternoon, so we're gonna try to see if we can beat the rain, get one more lift on, and start keying in the rest of the pad. Because we gotta walk that all the way, pretty much 8 feet from the curb, and get that 2 tenths underneath the curb. So that's it. Got off a little bit early today, finished up quite a bit. So beat some traffic going back home. So that's it for today. I appreciate you watching. If you like it, subscribe, like the video, or hate it, whatever you like to do. Constructive criticism, whatever you feel like doing, whatever your mood is for the day. I appreciate you guys watching though. Have a good one.